All right, here we are again out at Permapastures Farm. This is Billy, and man, it's been a busy couple of days. I mean, we've been doing a bunch of running around. Right when you think you got everything done and you can spend the day doing what it is you love to do, which is this, well, life kicks in. So going to the DMV, which is quite an adventure, as everybody else out there can relate, going to the DMV, trying to get a driver's license, all those things. I mean, so much little running around here and there, things, you know, right when I think I got everything squared away and I'm like, wow, we can really get after it, something else happens. But hey, it's like everybody else. So being out here on the farm and not having a regular 9 to 5 to go to every day, it's still no different in so many ways. So what did I get accomplished? You know, in between the raindrops, because it's been raining here and there. It's been like today, we're having to film in the barn because it's so doggone windy. We have so many widowmaker trees around here, we can't really work out there and get anything done for fear of a few of those trees falling on us. But hey, we still got a lot of stuff done. I was able to hang some things up in the garage. We're still not quite there in the garage as far as everything being organized. But remember, when you have these sunny days, you want to try to get all the hay done, you want to get all the work done outside and bank all of your indoor work on the days when you have inclement weather, which is today. Today was supposed to be one of those days, but it wasn't. But with the wind and everything, it is what it is. So in between the raindrops, in between the storms and this beautiful weather, you know, it's the middle of winter, y'all, or the beginning of winter, and I'm wearing a t-shirt in North Carolina in the mountains. So doesn't get any better than that. I know we were talking about the erosion issues last time, and it's still a legitimate issue. We were able to get done. Michelle and I worked on getting the French drain mostly done. It's functional. It's mostly there. The culvert that I was working on, I had to lay off of it because it was filling up with water. So hey, you get what you can, and then you later on you get more when you're able. So we were able to get some hay on that. We were able to get further ahead. We have tons of, I didn't realize till William had cleared a number of places just how much trash people that used to live here had actually thrown on their own property. I mean, everything you can imagine. So we're going to require a police call from time to time to find all these hidden caches of junk. So we'll get that squared away as well. But another thing we were able to accomplish, I know I'm primarily, and I've talked about it at length, about the downspouts on the house and how all this erosion has basically happened, and it's significant. Well, I was able to extend those little black tubes going out. We've extended them another, I think, 30 or 40 feet. So we didn't solve the problem, but it's not getting any worse either. And then folks, on a side note, as I'm going down the hill, stretching out these black tubes in order to get the water away from the places where the erosion is the worst, I'm looking around, and everywhere I look, I see glitter, or it looks like gold. So I'm thinking, oh man, hey, the people that were here, man, were they okay? Just, you know, based on the forensic evidence I see, these people here had to either be prospectors or strippers. Or maybe they were prospecting strippers. Or we could apply Occam's razor and, like Michelle said, maybe these people were actually into arts and crafts. But I don't know anybody that's taking glitter, putting arts and crafts out in the front yard. Well, anyway, I'm stretching out these hoses, and I'm seeing, what is this? I mean, what am I sitting on a mountain of gold? I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well, maybe we can let these sheep over here graze all of this area with all this gold dust on it. Let it bioaccumulate inside the sheep, and who knows, next time these little pellets come out the south end, maybe they twinkle enough that I could take them into a gold broker and make some money. Well, okay, it turns out that it's probably glitter. So, yeah, that's another issue we're going to have to deal with. So I don't even know how you go about remediating glitter all over everything, everywhere. It's in the house, it's in the garage, it's on the porch, in the yard. I don't care. I mean, these people were in the glitter like nothing I've ever seen. So in the words of Dave Chappelle, maybe it'll make their dookie twinkle when they're out there in the yard doing their thing. Best case scenario is, you know, it'll just find its way into wherever it's going to go. And the places closest, when we put in those retaining wall, it'll be all covered up anyway. So I'm not too worried about that. With glitter further down, I don't know. Like I said, maybe we were dealing with some prospecting strippers. Okay, so let's talk about what we have to do in the barn. Okay, I'm going to talk about what needs to get done and ideally what we would like to do. First and foremost, we have got to get the rainwater catchment, i.e. the gutters, we got to get those knocked out. And William came up with an idea where we're going to put caps on both ends and have it all come out through a central point into a tank of some sort. Okay, that's number one. We've got to get the rainwater catchment squared away. Number two, on the corner of this barn, we have massive erosion. And in fact, if William hadn't cleared the corners, we wouldn't have not known the full extent of how bad it is. I mean, it's essentially a cliff. I would have to rappel off the side to be able to get down there right now. In fact, it's so steep that not even the sheep or the dogs can go down there without tumbling into the fence of the neighbors. That's an issue. So what we're going to do in that case is build a retaining wall once we get that stuff cleared out. But folks, this thicket is like nothing I've ever seen. I mean, not even the jungles of Panama when I was down there looked as thick and as gnarly and as nasty as what we got out here. But it's got to get done. There's no way around it. So we're going to get that corner knocked out. We're going to get basically a retaining wall around there, fill it up with soil. Now we're squared away. Part three, what has to happen in that barn. As you saw in the last video, we got trees growing up out of here. Can't have it. So we're going to chop those trees down. Not only the one I showed you in the video, but we got one on the back. We got vines growing up the sides. All that stuff needs to come off. In fact, there's even a chain link fence on the back of here that we have got to get. I mean, I don't even know where we're going to start, but we'll get it done. We have vines growing through that thing where they used it for a chicken run of sorts in the past. So we're going to get that done. We're going to get it pulled off. That needs to get done. In addition to all that, we have some other things in terms of what we need to do within the barn. A stall is what we need so we can get the chickens out of here onto the pasture. That's going to happen, but like I said, we have so many other hurdles in order to get to. Chickens are going to get out of here. As soon as we get the chicken tractor built, they'll be out on pasture. Then we're going to replace their little area of operation with pigs. Cool. And in addition to all that, we have got to build another stall in the area that's this way over here. It shouldn't take too long, but it needs to get done. So we will essentially have 1, 2, 3 stalls where we can do a little round robin when we need to. And in addition to all this, we have got to make we have this in terms of where we put some of our tools, but there's a lot of open space in here where we can be putting shelves and so many things that are in the garage right now can easily go out here. That's another thing that has to get done out here in this barn. All right, so this is Billy, the permaculture pimp daddy from Permapastors Farm, having the time of our lives, having the adventure of our lives. Glad you're along for the ride, folks. If you got any comments, put them down at the bottom. Tell your friends about us and subscribe. We'll see you next time.